It's Thursday, October the 4th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Happy November. We are 2 months away from the end of 2021.
And you know what that means?
No.
Christmas music, baby. It's back. I'm ready. You're lucky I forgot to put that shit on in the car. Oof.
Okay, I understand your point. Where are you going that they play Christmas music?
In my car.
What?
At the mall.
You're not going to the mall.
I went to the mall once and they played Christmas music.
No, you're not going to the mall now.
What, now?
Yeah.
Why?
You haven't been going to the mall regularly for the past year.
Listen, I finished my Colonel's bag of popcorn.
So you're going to go to the mall once.
And I was thinking about, maybe I'll go get some more Colonels.
As somebody who works for malls,
Yeah.
I can tell you that all the Christmas stuff has been up prior to November.
Okay.
But nobody is going to the malls.
Interesting. They should go to Colonel's. We should get sponsored by Colonel's. Send us bags of caramel popcorn.
No, they could send you. That could be all of you.
What?
Yeah,
you don't want like Chicago mix? You don't want what else is there?
I know. Here's the thing. I admit that it's good. It's good stuff to eat.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Why not?
Because I gotta be healthy.
Ugh. What?
You gotta be healthy.
We're just eating toffee over here a minute ago.
I had 3 of them.
Bro, that's 3 you could have not eaten, and then you would be even healthier than you are now.
That's true, but you have to have some limits. You're just saying we have to have a sponsorship for unlimited popcorn.
Yeah.
And I'm saying no, that'd be bad for me.
Yeah, we should eat snacks within our means. And if our means become unlimited popcorn, then,
no, my means have never been unlimited popcorn. No, thank you. As delicious as it might be, I cannot commit to that.
What's the thing? It's like from each of their means to each of their needs. I need unlimited popcorn.
That's what you wish for? That's your wish in this
world? I need
it. Wow.
I need it.
All
that's my communist manifesto. Give me unlimited popcorn.
Yeah, okay. Now we know. Anyways, it's November. It's gotten cold real fast.
Yeah, it's great.
Like
I love it.
I think it's too cold now.
What? No, it's like
it's
just right.
If you have to put on a jacket, it's too cold.
I don't have to. I just put one on. Just like I'd be fine just in the sweater.
But yet you wore a jacket.
Because I bought this jean jacket. It's sick as fuck.
Cold.
Looks so cool.
It's too cold.
It's got sick pockets.
Also, for reference, Anthony is wearing a full-on pullover, he's wearing a pretty heavy sweater. And he wore an even heavier denim jacket.
Yeah,
and that is his comfort.
Yeah, that's my comfort jacket.
Yeah,
but I could do without it. Like
no,
this
you
is
couldn't.
comfy by itself.
No, you couldn't stay with that outside.
I could.
No, you couldn't. At night? No, you couldn't.
At night? Who's going out at night?
Everybody.
Bro,
Hold up. Aren't you the guy who's like, fuck the sun, night's the best?
Criminals are out. I'm not going out by myself.
Wow.
I'll go tonight with the boys.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. Aren't you going out? Like, it's too cold to be going out.
Bro, whatever. I'm going to the ballet next week. It's going to be nighttime. We'll see.
Please don't tell me you're wearing that jean jacket.
I think I might wear the jean jacket to the ballet.
Right.
Because it's not like a real show. It's like a test show. I didn't have to pay for the tickets. They were free.
It's not every show's a real show. What are you talking about?
No, it's like a dress rehearsal. They're going to fuck up probably.
It's a dress rehearsal with an audience?
Yeah. Because they're testing how quickly they can check people in with all the COVID passport stuff.
Okay.
And so they just gave out a bunch of free tickets to employees.
Where's it at?
It's in Toronto somewhere. I forget.
Okay.
But yeah, my friend works for the ballet as a graphic designer. And she's like, Anthony, you want to go to ballet? I'm like, I've never been. Let's go. It's free. It'd be great. And I'm like, do you have to be fancy? She's like, not really. I'm like, all right. What?
No. She says not be fancy.
Yeah.
But Toronto not be fancy is not the equivalent to Hamilton don't be fancy.
See, this is why I don't like Toronto.
Because I know it's not fancy when you're in Toronto.
What's not fancy in Toronto?
Like, you're coming out of, like, you can wear your work appropriate clothes.
Well, like I'm coming out of fucking Saks Fifth, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not fancy. Like I went to the office today and I wore business appropriate clothing. That is not fancy.
What?
What we in Hamilton think not fancy is just put on some sweats and a hoodie and call it a day.
Yeah. I'm gonna go there with the gray sweatpants.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know what? Do whatever you want. It's COVID. I don't think anybody will care.
I'll wear a jockstrap, make my bulge look a little bit bigger, in case all the ladies.
I don't think anybody at the ballet cares about that.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Damn. All right.
I think you're in the wrong crowd. I don't think you should be going to the ballet. But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, but I'll report back. I'll see how it goes.
Okay, I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
It'll be exhilarating.
Yeah, it'll be a cultural experience.
Is that the word we're looking for?
I think so. That's what they are, right? Cultural experiences.
Sure.
I definitely did feel out of place when I went to the symphony in Germany.
Okay.
Uh, Mainly because the one girl I met there, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna review a symphony. You want to come with?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"It sounds sick as fuck."
Yeah.
And I showed up and I bought a ticket off some old lady because they were sold out.
Okay.
And when I sat in the balcony, everyone around me was in
A suit,
like a suit, or like a tux.
It's the symphony.
Yeah, and then I was rolling like they have bow ties and shit.
Yeah.
And I was rolling around. I think actually wearing this exact outfit.
Wow.
Hanging out. No, I might have had a nicer sweater on. I think I had that like,
you know, that nicer sweater on.
Yeah, you know that other sweater I have. It's like blue and it's got like the zigzag designs on it.
No.
What? Why don't you remember my wardrobe, dude? That's fucked up. I thought we were friends.
I don't really care what you wear, man.
Damn, that's messed up.
Wear what makes you happy.
I do it for the podcast, and you just don't even care.
Yeah, I really don't.
Don't even care.
Absolutely zero care.
Like I dress up nice for this audio podcast.
I'm dressed in my home clothes. Like I care
up.
so much.
But yeah, long story short, I was out of place.
All right.
I was out of place next to a bunch of old people.
Okay. Well, I hope your ballet's good, and I hope that
I gotta figure out what not fancy means now. Gotta see if I have any clothes in the wardrobe.
I wouldn't stress about it. Just wear whatever you're gonna wear.
All right. Gundam t-shirt it is.
I mean, like, if you're gonna go double denim though, then you know you did something wrong.
So here's the thing. I have the unique ability to go triple denim.
Wow.
So I can wear the jean jacket with the jean pants, and then I have denim shoes.
Yeah, the denim chucks are probably the most out of place thing you could wear.
I could wear the denim chucks.
See,
and then I could get a denim baseball cap and just complete it.
No, I don't think they'll. I think they'll ask you to remove it. I think they'll ask you. Simply for the fact that the person behind you can't see.
Take that cap off.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, it's November. It's cold. You're going to the ballet. Holiday season is here.
Yeah.
Which means
people don't go to malls apparently.
Not really. I mean, there's a sudden uptick, but it's not like what we've seen.
It's not of days of past, days of yore.
I think we've all been so accustomed to the e-com that you don't need to walk into a place to be sold something.
I think people are just still afraid of going outside, really. I think once they like lift mask mandates or they get okays, I can see it going back.
I think it depends on where you live, because like in like the big cities, people want to go out. They're just, it's not that they want to go to the mall though, because anything you get at the mall you can easily buy online.
Yeah, but but also in big cities, it's like, well, yeah, I could go to the mall and risk getting COVID in the biggest packed
building.
No
one cares about that. No one cares about that.
Really?
No one cares about that.
I feel like that's what would have been keeping people back.
Huh? No one cares about that, because if that were the true, no one would be going to bars, and I'm telling you, bars are packed.
Are they jammed?
They are packed. You go to any bar on a Friday night now, or Saturday night, so jammed.
All right.
You go to the rec room, so jammed. Around Bremer, Santara area. Yeah. So packed.
All right, let me tell you about it's a concept. It's called cognitive dissonance. All right.
Yeah, so there you go. Cool. Anyways, this week we got some things lined up for you guys. New sets of trailers are out for exciting things. We got a review today of another anime.
Oh yes.
And then Anthony and I will tell you a little bit more about what's been going on.
Yeah, and if someone happens to write us in the middle of the show, we'll do it.
Okay. Right. So the thing we're talking about today is a anime from this fall 2021 season. This is Takt.OP Destiny.
Is it fall or is it winter season?
It's fall.
Okay.
Winter starts in January.
Okay.
If you, just to make it easy to remember, this season always starts in October, which is the fall.
All right.
Yeah. So it's the last anime season of the year, and this anime is done by a collaborative effort between MAPPA and Madhouse. So two
fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the Dudley brothers of anime.
You don't really get much bigger than that when it comes to an anime. I mean, yeah, like they're pretty huge. So
name me a bigger crossover.
I don't got one.
Exactly. I
don't got one. So yeah, they did this, and interestingly enough, it's an anime. Well, I guess technically the whole franchise is described as a mixed media property. So there's the anime component, which is this, but the original thing is supposed to be a mobile gacha game put out by Bandai called Takt.OP.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that there's going to be some sort of mangas or light novel component eventually, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, but the game is out.
The game
in
is out.
Japan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But this is the anime that they've made specifically to promote it.
Yeah, the crossover collaboration.
Yeah, so I don't know if it actually has anything to do with how the game plays.
Mhm.
But the anime is here, and basic story is monsters have arrived on Earth, and they attack when they hear music.
All right, checks out.
So people have abandoned the concept of music entirely, so that they can live in a peaceful world.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's these dudes who with the power to control music.
Of course.
We'll just call them musicians, but they call them conductors.
They really just control calories. Like...
They are conductors, and they have music fighting partners in which they're called music arts.
Mm-hmm.
And they use the music arts to battle the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And that is as deep as the concept gets.
Yeah.
Like
that's really it.
That's what it is. There is, of course, a story and a character you follow, but generally speaking, that is the setup of the world, and that's more or less what this anime has to offer. We did watch the first episode, and that's it, because I just figured it was an easy thing to understand. It wasn't anything complex. So, Anthony, what'd you think of Takt.OP Destiny?
Who makes the game?
Bandai Namco.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be some like 10-cent shit.
No,
because this show is the definition of all flash, no substance. Like, I super enjoyed watching the show. I really enjoyed watching fights, having scenes unfold, animation, even when they're sitting in that diner in the first episode.
Oh yeah,
they're just chilling, and everything looks beautiful. Everything is just like the composition is fantastic, and everything visually about this show is like 11 out of 10.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah.
And then if I try and look any deeper than what is shown on screen, this is basically that fucking AKB 2048 series where music was banned in space, and then AKB 48 had to turn into Pretty Cure magical shoujo girls to bring music back. And it's like so basic.
Yep.
I definitely can't wait to watch the fights on YouTube. This is definitely one of those shows where like I can see it and I can be like, oh yeah, like I totally understand why Bandai Namco would put money into these studios to make something like this, because it looks beautiful and it sounds amazing. But beyond, because I have no attachment to the game, maybe that's like when Grand Blue kids see like other Grand Blue merch, they're attached to the game already, so they're like, oh shit, it's so cool. Maybe if I saw like a World Flipper anime.
Okay.
Remember the pinball gacha? Yeah. They should do that. Madhouse pinball gacha.
Okay.
Maybe if there was something like that that I was attached to, I'd be more into the series. But this is definitely just like give me all the empty calories. I just want to watch fights. I just want to look at pretty things and then kind of veg out while colors flash in my face. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm mostly there with you. Like, it's very pretty. You're right. It sounds amazing. I don't know if I'd be as critical of its shallowness. It is the first episode.
Yeah, we didn't give it the 3-episode try.
Because like when I think about it, like at the end of the day, what you just described is basically every anime that we've liked over the past couple of years in this category. You watch the first episode of Demon Slayer, there's nothing there. It's just a really cool fight, right? First episode of My Hero, there's nothing there. Like, you get the concept, but it's not new.
But I feel like I was definitely pulled in way more in those first episodes than I was in this.
I would say I'm about, like, I think they're all the same to me.
With Tanjiro's family dying and like the brutality of that opening in Demon Slayer, I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of pulled. Like, The difference between those and this is where like I'm not interested in seeing the rest
for
of it.
sure. I definitely think that the main characters, like, they're going for a different tone, that's for sure. Like, the Tanjiro-one's different, but at the same time, it's how many times have I seen a main character who comes from tragedy?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, I get it, but the reason I kept watching it is because it looked wicked.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So, and even now, I would say Demon Slayer, for as much as I like it, it doesn't do anything that I think is super, at least from a narrative point of view, that's pulling me in further. Right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right. Like at the end of the day, I'm there because it's the cool fights.
Yeah, most definitely. It
Right?
does play with the cool fights. I don't want this to turn into just like a Demon Slayer love fest, but like Demon Slayer is one of the only animes I finished in like a handful of animes I finished in like the last decade.
But you didn't even watch the anime. What are you talking about?
I watched the whole thing.
You watched the anime?
I watched the whole anime. I watched the whole first season.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the manga because you. Okay.
Oh, I also finished the manga,
Yeah.
but I watched the whole first season of that anime.
Yeah.
And the reason I kept watching it was because like the narrative structure was even though it was tropey, that's
what I'm saying. Like, right?
Yeah,
like
they played with it in ways to where I was like, okay,
Yeah.
they'll probably do this, and then they kind of like threw a curveball in there. I'm like, oh
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Like this show's like way more brutal than I thought it would be, and like they took directions that I didn't think they'd take. And maybe this, to be fair, maybe Takt.OP, Destiny totally does the same thing.
I don't think it will,
but I just didn't get that pull in feeling from the first episode like I did with Demon Slayer or My Hero.
Yeah, I definitely think Takt.OP Destiny is more of a, like, it doesn't have that overwhelming sense of dread.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe, I don't know if that's, like, to be honest, I don't really pull it either direction. Like, I won't be attached. But it does remind me of an anime that, at least not in terms of a direct comparison, but in terms of spirit. But a lot of my favorite animes actually came from Gacha. Like, a lot of were based on them originally. And like one of the one that always sticks out to me in my head over the past couple of years was, I don't know if you remember Rage of Bahamut.
I do. The name is familiar.
It was back like 2014. They had an anime called Rage of Bahamut Genesis. Same concept, right?
Yeah.
There's a gacha. Here's an anime we're gonna build. The anime just ended up becoming an awesome swashbuckling adventure.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Like, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Didn't have anything beyond that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'll probably stick with this at least a couple more episodes just to see if it pulls it in. To be fair, I've heard that it's actually one of the best animes this season.
This one?
Yeah. The only thing it's better than is Demon Slayer. Like,
they think it's better than Komi?
Huh?
They think it's better than Komi?
I think it's around there. Okay. Like, Komi and this are the two.
Yeah, right now when I'm looking at it on any chart, it's taken up like the top 4 slots. So
yeah, so like I don't know. It's I've heard only good things about it, so I'll definitely report back later. But otherwise, yeah, it's cool.
It's 4th on the popularity list.
Yeah,
the only things beating it are Demon Slayer, Komi, and Mushoku Tensei Part 2.
Oh shit, that's the season?
Yeah.
All right, I got things to do.
I gotta watch some stuff.
Yeah. All right. I forgot. Yeah. TJ, are you watching that?
No.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta watch.
I gotta finish the first one.
That was a cool show.
I kept hearing it was amazing. So
yeah, it was really cool.
That's the one with the baby, right? Like the
he's reincarnated when he goes from birth. Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, my mom got some titties though." And
then... yeah, that's the one. But yeah, Takt.OP Destiny. Yeah. If anything, just check it out for the visual treat.
Okay.
Because I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like a new hentai category.
What?
Like, I was brought in, like I was reborn in an isekai.
Yeah.
But because my mind is not like this woman, she is my mom because she birthed the new me. Yeah. But also my mind is from the old world, so is she really my mom?
Yeah.
And then incest.
I'm sure that's a hentai.
That's gotta.
Speaking of hentai, how come we just don't have like regular porn with those hentai plots?
What do you mean? Like, what kind of plot? Like tentacles? Like, what kind of plots?
No, like those kind of conceptual plots. When you're watching hentai, and you're just like, what is this story? Like, why is this even happening?
Yeah. Oh my god, my pipes! Like,
no, like that's a bit too on the nose. But I mean, I guess like we were just talking about with that reincarnated.
Yeah.
But I don't mean. I just want that, like, I want to see it happen in.
Because like that does exist. Like, maybe not as crazy as like what I just proposed.
Yeah. But that's what I want.
Oh yeah, okay. But it definitely does. Like, you remember watching like TLN at like 1 a.m. as a kid because you heard that there's like a Italian show on there that like has boobs or whatever.
But that's a little different.
Right? And so like that's too far into story where it's just like they show a little bit more.
Yeah,
then,
but
like,
that's also grounded in like reality.
Yeah.
I want the lunacy of...
Oh, Baby Jav's got some lunacy.
But I don't want it to be Jav.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I don't know what to tell
like,
you. Do you hate Asians? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I love Asians. Like, I get it. But that's just so par for the course. I want Brazzers to come out
and you know what? I can see
and just be like, you know, my reincarnated life.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think we should start a publishing company.
Oh, okay.
And we can outsource these ideas.
I just think it would sell bananas.
That could be one too. You could use bananas in some way. Like it's a very phallic fruit. You can get there.
It's just one of those. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we have an untapped market here. We're like, what if it's a visual novel?
Instead of like Donkey Kong Country, we like Donkey Schlong Country.
Wow.
And then like they're in the jungle.
That's a little. Nah.
Is that too on the nose?
I don't know. I don't know if I want the actual animal thing going on.
Or do you want like Takt.OP Destiny 69 and then but it's real life and then
No, we have the cosplay stuff.
True.
Like that exists.
Okay.
I
you have a very specific idea and I think we need to
I do have an idea.
We need to cook it up, we need to refine it. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we could write this. I think we could do this. We could pitch it.
All right, anyways.
Listen, Bang Bros, we got a new idea for you. Fake taxi. Get out of here.
Yeah, right? Like, those exist. How come we can't have something a little more avant-garde?
Yeah, exactly. A little more artistic.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll say artistic.
Or maybe autistic. I don't know.
Oh, God. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just so fed up with the stepsister thing.
Yeah, it's also like when it came out, it's kind of fucked up.
It was.
And you know, it's still to this day kind of fucked up.
And then it was like stepmom, and then you're like, oh man.
And you're like, oh, MILFs, I can get with that. But...
Anyways.
Bro. Oh, man.
Anyway.
There's one category that got me recently. I found a series.
All right. Oh,
it's
no. Tell me about it.
Bro, it's like
what is it?
I'm secretly banging my girlfriend's mom.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
And I'm like, this is very taboo, but also like, it's got the thing where it's like you haven't made the commitment, so it could just be like I went on like 3 dates and she introduced me to her mom, right? And then it's like the scenario's like pretty good.
This is Jav?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good, dude.
Because I was like, this is a little too deep for the
like,
American.
It's pretty
stuff.
good. And there's like a whole storyline there.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting, weird, strange.
Just try it out.
I'm good.
Yeah, you should try it. I'll send you some links.
I'm not into the step whatever. I'll
send you some links. R18, just sponsor us.
Wow. Just gonna throw that out there, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're under 18, don't go to that website.
Wow.
Whatever, I didn't say it.
Anyways, let's talk about some picks. What do you got this week?
I got just a couple things. So Japan is kind of like known for their crime going from like 0 to 100, right? It goes from like most peaceful country in the world.
Yes.
Like, I think it was like half a gun death or something last year or something.
How did they even do it?
I don't know.
Someone throw the bullet?
Someone it wasn't loaded, just threw the gun.
Yeah, like how counts as death? Death by gun, I guess.
Death by gun. Yeah, and you'll like the cleanest streets. Like you'll go there and you've never felt safer in your life. Drunk people could just sleep on the streets and nothing will get stolen.
Oh, okay.
But and then they go to like Choani fires, and it's just like horrific, terrible, violent shit. Luckily, something had been prevented where Arika, the game developers behind everyone's favorite Street Fighter EX series, they recently released Fighting EX Layer, and apparently in September of 2019 they had received a bunch of death threats to their office, to their director,
as one does.
And luckily this time the Japanese police put a stop to it, but it still shows that like, bro, these gamers, they're these nerds, they're out of control.
They're
dude.
serious.
Yeah, they're serious. I just kind of want to bring it up. Like, it's really a cut and dry story. It's dude sent out stuff in September They caught the guy. He pleaded guilty.
Yeah.
And it's kind of over.
Yeah.
But like, what do you think makes like nerds, like anime nerds, video game nerds, so comfortable that they're like, sending a death threat on the internet, totally a reasonable act. Like, what is it? Why is it so unique to nerds? Because I don't hear that shit of like, oh, Jennifer Lawrence was in a movie and she got death threats, or it's like maybe it's a difference between I don't hear about it but it still happens.
I think you're just more interested in the video game culture because this happens everywhere.
Does it?
Remember when Scarlett Johansson said she could play any character?
She get death threats?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know who's getting death threats right now?
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton.
Why?
Because him and Max Verstappen crash.
Maybe he shouldn't have crashed into Max Verstappen.
So wait till it comes to the Netherlands. We're gonna jump his fucking ass.
Yeah, but it's always like people who are like hyper focused into the thing. Like, I guess it's like once you like, what's the level of like going too deep to where, like, what's a void in your life to where that becomes like a reasonable thing to you?
I don't know. I think it's a combination of things. It has to be.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I mean, it's built up. It's so much that you care about something, but I think at the same time, it's also if the rest of the community is like hyping it up, I think that emotion snowballs.
Like group mentality type shit.
Yeah, I mean, then again, the example you've listed is not because this is a huge company with.
Yeah. This is kind of an outlier.
So
Arika is bigger in Japan. Like
it doesn't matter. They're not that big.
They're not Capcom. They're not...
Yeah. So this could also just be one hyper obsessed fan.
Yeah.
But I guess we don't know what their life was like.
True.
There could be multiple factors that lead up to it.
True. Mental health problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Japan, famous for their mental health.
Oh yeah, bro. Japan loves mental health.
Yeah.
I learned that if you want to go see a therapist in Japan, you have to go to a hospital.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you're sick.
They only exist in hospitals. There's no like independent like, oh, come to my office in the city type of thing. Like if you go, you have to go to a hospital.
Okay.
I didn't realize. That's crazy.
That's I guess, if you want to categorize it as a sickness, sure.
I guess. Technically, if it's mental illness.
Yeah, if it's an illness,
and if
you gotta go to the hospital.
You go to the hospital. Like,
yeah, I guess
it checks out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but that was just it was a good story. It was like something bad happened, but it was resolved. Nothing tragic. I want to bring something up that was a little bit positive.
Crisis averted.
You know what else is positive, Vince? Love.
Okay.
Love is positive.
Yeah, okay.
And you know what series encapsulates love and really wears it on its sleeve?
Dragon Ball?
Evangelion.
Oh. Okay. Where are you going with this?
So there is a company called U Treasure in Japan.
Who?
U Treasure.
All right.
The letter U and then treasure.
All right.
All caps.
All right.
They have released.
Have they now?
Evangelion wedding bands.
Really?
So the spear of Longinus represents despair, right? But the spear of Cassius represents hope. So they have made Spear of Cassius wedding rings that you can buy and give to your significant.
What's the price?
It's too much. It's like $1,200.
That's not that expensive.
Yeah, platinum based coating. And if you want a silver
coated,
and if you want a silver one, it's $100.
Oh, that's not expensive at all.
Yeah. But also like platinum coated on a wedding band. Come on, bro. Yeah. Second,
that shit's solid.
Yeah, that shit's solid though. But also Japan, you are very what's the word when like people have too high of an expectation of something?
I don't know.
They're very optimistic.
Okay.
About anime nerds' ability to get married.
Okay.
I don't know why this product exists. This is definitely one of those things where it's like when I look at it, I kind of feel more sad.
Why?
Than anything. Because I know some dork is going to buy these rings and they're going to be like, you know what, once I meet my anime waifu girlfriend, I'm going to propose to her with these spear rings. And he's never going to find it. Or she's never going to find it.
Okay, one, you don't propose with these. They're wedding bands.
What's the difference?
You buy an engagement ring to propose.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, you buy a wedding ring.
You gotta buy 2 rings?
Oh, God. Every week I feel like I'm teaching you something.
You gotta buy 2 rings?
Well, you gotta also buy one for yourself.
I just buy it for her. That's fine. Just buy the one. So I gotta buy, 4 rings?
Okay, I'm sure with the wedding bands, with you know when fuck, my sister just got married. They exchanged rings.
Yeah.
She already has the engagement.
I thought they just took that one off and then did it like ceremony, like for a ceremony type of shit.
No, and traditionally what happens is you take the engagement one off and then you wear the wedding band instead.
Oh, I thought you just took it off, put it on the thing, and then put it back on.
No, but
as like a symbolic gesture.
The other thing you could do is you can get a wedding band that's matched to your engagement ring, so that when it comes in, it fits like a puzzle.
What? That sounds sick.
It is sick.
Not gonna lie,
it is sick. I think every girl I know has done that way.
That's pretty cool.
But what?
2 rings?
You didn't know?
I didn't think it was 2 rings. I thought it was just like.
To be fair, this is a Western style wedding. You don't have to marry that way.
True.
Right. True. You could just go arranged and then.
Yeah. When did you meet them? Last week. You know what? I hear a lot of like Middle Eastern people getting arranged marriages and stuff, and like working out really well.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're onto something here.
That one. So that's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Because I know you're right. I have heard them say like they've made it work really well.
Yeah.
But a part of me, does it work because they both want it to work?
See, the thing is like marriages only work because both people want it to work, right?
But is it like it works because this is it? Like they're not going anywhere else.
And I guess in their culture they don't really believe in divorce.
Yeah, right. So
like,
it's we're going to
fucking work.
Yeah. So and like that's where it's that's the weird part, right? At what point do you become I don't know. It's
like is it like a cheat to, or like a code to like get into the committed portion of it? Because like maybe is it the whole thing of like, oh, when I can pick and choose, it's like, oh, there might be someone better. I know there might blah blah blah. But when you're arranged, it's just like, oh, we better make this fucking work because like we kind of took the bet, right?
Yeah.
So you try harder, type of thing.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there if anybody's been arranged married, write in.
Yeah, I need
to know.
That's one of those things where like I could never. And I'm the guy.
Do I get to see a picture first? Like,
no, it's arranged. It's just whatever. Like I could never. And this is the guy who will go to a restaurant regularly and be like, "Give me whatever."
Yeah,
like just
waiters hate him for this one weird trick.
Yeah, just what would you eat?
Yeah,
you know.
Tell me what you want to eat in front of you.
Yeah, like I always I always pick random. But on this, nuh-uh. I could never.
You wouldn't want to roll random on your love life?
No, I could never do that. Okay. No.
All right. Yeah, that is an interesting topic. But yeah, if you're a turbo weeb and your partner's also a turbo weeb, you can get Evangelion wedding bands.
I'm sure they'll be more popular than you think.
Maybe. But I thought that was a little.
I've seen how crazy Comic Head is. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them out there.
True. And then the last one is that there was a 20-minute gameplay trailer for Elden Ring, From Software's new Souls game.
Yeah.
It's open world. It's Souls. Like you can definitely fat roll. You can pick a bunch of different weapons, backstabbing, magic.
Yeah, it's definitely closer to Souls than it is Bloodborne and Sekiro.
Yeah, for sure. And it seems like they've just said, hey, remember that hub world thing we did? What if we just opened up the whole thing?
Yeah.
Instead of a bunch of like narrow corridors that lead you around this open world, what if we just gave you the land?
Yeah.
Right. And they play a lot with it. They have like a spirit horse. They have they have fucking jump pads and shit to go up mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more focus on traversal. And as someone who was really tired of
the hubs,
of what?
Of what?
Of the Souls series in general. Like I have Dark Souls 3, but I just never finished it. And I played Sekiro because it was so drastically different in terms of combat. But all of the level design and stuff, I was like, yeah, I've been here before. I've done this type of stuff before. So this is like kind of the refresh I didn't know I wanted type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But you had an interesting one. You said the trailer was fucking boring.
It did look boring.
So do you think the game looks boring, or just the trailer is boring?
I think the trailer is boring.
Okay.
Like the way that they cut it. It didn't need to be 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If this could have been like a 2-minute, hit me with all the scenes, and I would have inferred everything you wanted me to know.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff they put in there that's like great.
You could walk.
No, my favorite one was the game has a map.
Hell yeah.
And the map will let you know where to, like, you can decide where to go when you look at the map.
You could put markers on the map.
And it's like, what the hell else would I use a map for?
Duh, bitch.
But, like, that's how they described everything in this trailer.
Yeah.
It was kind of annoying. The game looks wicked. Does it look like it's bringing anything new to the table? No.
It looks like they're combining a bunch of ideas and seeing what sticks type of thing.
Yeah, like, there's nothing about this game that's making me go like, wow, that is different. But that's okay, because it looks hella cool.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the stuff they're putting in this looks awesome.
I got real, like, Oblivion vibes from, like, the dungeons you could find and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, skeletons and the thing. But, like, I gotta stop comparing.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. If I do too much, it sounds derivative.
To who?
To me. I'm just like, games can be good on their own. They don't have to be compared to everything else.
Okay.
But yeah, like, it is the classic Souls, like, less Bloodborne, less Sekiro, like, none of that. Well, they had a couple things like the Wind Dash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this definitely was like, they tried to encapsulate the atmosphere of the series into a trailer, and that made it very slow.
Yeah.
And there was definitely a couple parts where like, I'm pretty sure you showed this already. Like, you're just walking through a gate. Like,
yeah,
it's cool. Just cut. Go somewhere else. Like, do half of this.
Yeah.
But I think this has sufficiently, like, sold me on. I definitely.
Were you not sold on before?
Not really.
Really?
No.
Because the first trailer they showed, I was like on board.
I thought it was really cool, but at that point I was so tired of the franchise that I was just like, whatever.
The one thing I think that may have understood or taken me off a little bit, and I don't know why, but like all From Software's games, all their games have a very dark and oppressive atmosphere.
Yeah, brutal.
Right? And because this is open world and the whole game is like that, a part of me is just like, I really don't know if I definitely think I will have to be in the mood to play it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dark and oppressive is cool when it in times, but for me it's just never been the type of thing that I've been drawn to. Right?
Okay.
So
I think that I really like that, like, dark and oppressive stuff from the Souls game, just because I don't really play too much else that does that very well. Like, you could go into, like, maybe Doom, but Doom is so wacky that even though they have, like, the hellscape or whatever, it's still like, yeah, I'm this fucking Superman just ripping guts out of people. Yeah. So it kind of takes away from the darkness. And I don't really play a lot of horror games, but also that's like a different genre, feel, right? It's like when I play Resident Evil, I'm not like, ooh, spoopy. It's just like, oh, zombie. Like, it's more like jump scare type stuff. Yeah, no, like
I think this is purely a preference thing for me. Like, I just don't care for being always in that kind of
you don't want to feel existential dread every time you play a video game.
Yeah, like it's been probably the one thing that why I probably haven't latched on to the Souls games as much as I feel like I should have.
Yeah.
But it definitely looks cool. It's just when you walk across the world in this game and you come across an NPC, there is no sense of surprise or imagination.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like in, I guess, Skyrim or whatever. Anything can happen, and like your expectations are kind of always everywhere.
Yeah.
In this game, it's you come across somebody and you just don't trust them. Like, you never trust anybody.
Yeah.
Like that. There's never room in this kind of game for any sort of surprise or I guess experimentation with any sort of anything else besides I'm gonna kill you.
It does become like a trust test, and I guess that if you have to do that with every single person, it does become kind of like stressful at a point.
Yeah.
Or even like in the trailer they had like a talking pot.
Yeah.
With arms and legs.
And at first I thought,
and he's like, hey bro, can you free me? And as soon as he said, bro, can you free me? I was like, gonna eat him. He's gonna eat you. Don't do it. And then he did it, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah. But having said that, this is probably still the coolest looking From Software game.
Yeah,
definitely by like a mile.
They
I love really, the whole fantasy aspect they've taken.
They've really went like 10 steps beyond in terms of their like character design for especially that last boss they showed at the end where he like takes off the thing and he's got hands coming all down his back. Like these really like unique, grotesque, monstrous people. Like it looks really cool. I want to. I also want to see how the lore stuff plays out.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, because the other games are very much like you have to
figure it out.
Yeah, infer everything. Yeah, and that there's a time and place for that. It's never been my cup of tea, but I just like seeing all the colors in this game.
Yeah, looks nice. When they show like the two like Yggdrasil looking things.
Yeah, and like it was like against like a blue or purple map. Like it was.
There was that one scene before they showed the map where they're looking out into the distance from the cliff. I thought that background was painted. I thought that was like a mural. That looked sick.
So it looks sick, but I didn't know if it was supposed to be, if that's the look they're going for. Because if it's supposed to be a painting and you're supposed to be at the top, I kind of feel like I've been cheated.
Oh, so you want Okami too? That's what you're telling me.
No, I'm saying I'd rather look real.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, it looks cool. Elden Ring looks sick. Blew up the internet.
Yeah, no, it looks so cool.
It looks
comes up February. I'm down to get this game.
Yeah. I definitely muted the Elden Ring hashtag.
Oh, okay.
Just because everybody was just like, it's Breath of the Wild. I'm like, fuck, open world games existed before Breath of the Wild, dog. Relax.
No, they didn't. What are you talking about?
Listen, we all know it's the best Zelda game, but they need to fucking relax, all right? They need to chill.
Yeah.
And those are my picks. I didn't really have too much that kind of interested me this week. Just, there's a really cringe Microsoft thing that happened. There was a really cringe Facebook Meta thing that happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cringiness just all around the internet lately. I don't know. I just don't want to talk about it. It's too cringe.
Okay. Well, we were just talking about From Software. I saw this trailer for a Bloodborne demake.
This thing looks sick.
This is for the PSX, PS1. Yeah. I think some fan
software
have remade Bloodborne. I think it's only up to a certain part of the game. It's not the whole.
I was gonna say if they did the whole game, that's insane.
No, it's up to the first part. I can't remember.
The Cleric Beast, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But they've definitely demade the Bloodborne game that originally launched on PS4.
Yeah, it was PS4.
Yeah, PS4.
Like the launch, maybe.
Yeah, it launched the PS4. Yeah, and then it. Man, PS1 games are ugly. Holy smokes!
Yeah, this thing looks awesome. It looks so good.
Oh,
they were like, I think everything but the sound was very faithful. Because it sounded too good. It sounded too crisp.
Yeah, I do. I wonder how it actually play though. Because if it feels
shit.
No, but if it plays like if it feels just as sharp as Bloodborne, but it just looks bad.
I don't think they can do that.
Yeah, but have you seen how they're playing in that game? Like you can do all the stuff.
It plays like Tomb Raider 1.
Because that's what I want. I want tank controls. I want this thing to feel like my inputs are a full second behind. Yeah. But it's a cool trailer. Check out the Bloodborne demake. It's wild.
I'd pay money for that.
You'd pay money for that?
I'd pay money for that.
All right.
That looks cool.
All right, next one. So we all know Overwatch is a thing. That's a thing.
Is it still?
I don't know. Not
Do people
anymore.
still play Overwatch?
No. So Blizzard has announced that they've delayed Overwatch 2. Again.
And Diablo 4, I think.
And Diablo 4. Both games which were in the target window for 2022 have been moved to 2023.
It's a game. They're not real.
The Diablo one, I get.
Yeah.
Because they're making a new game. But let's be real. Overwatch 2 was just Overwatch 1 with some skins.
Maybe it's not. Maybe they're changing it.
Because like
maybe it's an MMORPG.
The biggest change that they've made is we've taken away one character slot on your team. It's 5-on-5, not 6-on-6.
I don't know what they're doing over there. I maybe it has to do with all the fucking PR shit they're dealing with now.
Probably they can't sell a game in this climate.
Yeah,
fine, fair.
They're just like, hey, I know our senior management has been like sending nudes of employees to other people, but Overwatch 2, baby, like.
Probably that's probably what it is. They've also canceled BlizzCon next year.
Makes sense.
Yeah, kind of have to. And
I think also was it PAX South has been delayed or canceled until further notice.
Okay.
So I think there's a lot of big event stuff that's just they're not doing anymore.
Yeah. But anyways, Overwatch, we all know Justin McCree.
Yeah.
Well, they've had to announce that they've had to change his name because he was named after an actual developer who was a part of the
whole scandal
with Blizzard. And so they've changed his name to Cole Cassidy.
Somehow worse.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Like, they're both bad. They're both bad names.
I mean, but they fit the character. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're whatever.
McCree's a bad character. If you play McCree, you're a bad character. You're a bad person.
What? McCree's awesome. I mean, Cassidy's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good CC, you know?
So here's the thing. How do you think that people are gonna, or you think like, because I know if there's any sort of tournament, obviously the announcers will be like, oh, and they pick Cassidy, they're gonna pick Cole and blah blah blah. But like, do you think the community is just gonna be like, call him McCree forever? Or
I think the transition will take a while. But if Overwatch 2 launches the Cole Cassidy, I think that's when the switch is gonna happen.
Okay.
But in the intro, my Overwatch has been around too long with McCree to just be like, oh no, yes,
yeah,
that's
no. Something happened and now he changed his name again.
Yeah, like McCree isn't. I wouldn't say McCree is the poster boy for Overwatch.
I would say it's a toss up between him and Soldier 76 for male poster. Like
I still think it's 76.
Poster girl is definitely Tracer.
Yeah, it's
But
Tracer.
like poster boy.
Yeah,
like McCree's up there, dog.
Is it? Yeah, McCree's up there, but I would say it's still Soldier.
Sorry, Cassidy. See, I can't even do it.
Yeah, well, it's John Soldier.
John Soldier 70. Yeah. John Soldier 69.
Yeah, man, Dad Soldier. That's who it is.
No, he's still got the best alternate skin. The fucking Kiss the Cook.
But yes, with the name change, Blizzard has also announced one more thing. Mm-hmm. You can now freely change your battle tag name.
Okay.
If you want to.
Was that not a feature before?
You had to pay. You could do it once for free. Do you not like your current battle tag?
I like my battle tag.
Okay, then
that's pretty cool.
This is not for you. All right.
I hate my PSN name.
Well,
I want to change my PSN name.
You can still do that.
Yeah, but it's like there's shit on the back end that apparently they can't do, or like it doesn't change everywhere. Over. No. I have so many trophies. Hell no.
Who cares?
I have so much digital content tied to that.
Who cares about your trophies?
So much DLC. What if I want to play the Asura's Wrath ending again? Well, you gotta pay for it again?
Yeah.
You're right. I should support developers I like. It's true. It's true.
Wow. But yeah, so that is the Cole Cassidy news.
What do you think about the name change in general? Like, do you think that they needed to change the name?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think it was too big of a thing?
They had to.
Because, like, I definitely think naming characters after developers, like, who worked on stuff, fucking stupid. Like, it's just, that's a dumb move from the beginning, right? You should just be unique. Because you don't know what will happen. Like this that happened, right?
I don't think it's a dumb idea flat out. I think it's cool.
Maybe if there's like a reasoning.
Because, I mean, remember Daddy Jeff?
Yeah.
He had like a little pizzeria in Overwatch 2.
See, that's...
They took it out.
But it's not a character.
They took it out.
Wait, Jeff Kaplan?
Yeah.
They took Jeff Kaplan's pizzeria out.
Yeah, they took it out.
Is Jeff Kaplan part of the scandal?
No, but they took it out because that's the new rule. We will not name anything after developers. So they took out the pizzeria.
Bruh, they robbed my boy.
Well, there you go. So you just said you think they should never.
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the other thing. If you commit, I feel like you gotta commit. Like I feel like you gotta commit with it, dog. Like because I don't know. To me, this is just pure PR.
Yeah.
Like obviously, that's all it is.
Yeah, right? for sure.
But also, like, you live with your mistakes, dog. Like, just don't do it going forward. But
they're changed.
Ugh.
There you go.
Like, you got to commit to it. I don't know.
Done. You know what I say goodbye to?
Who?
Gundam cafes.
I'm sorry, what?
Gundam cafes.
I love Gundam cafes. Why are we saying goodbye?
Bandai has announced that the all Gundam cafes in Japan will be closing effective March 2022.
Oh, shit.
If y'all haven't been to a Gundam cafe yet,
fucking go.
Now's your last chance.
Dude, Gundam cafes are sick.
They have announced that they do have plans for something to replace it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Details are obviously non-existent, but Gundam cafes, as you know them now, are gonna go bye-bye.
What are they gonna do for that new one? Isn't there a new Gundam opening up in Yokohama or whatever?
That will be the last one to close.
All right.
So you have the holiday season.
I can still go there.
Up to March.
All right. And
then after that, peace out.
Dude, we gotta book a ticket. We gotta go to every Gundam cafe.
What?
Hit them all up.
Why?
That's the road trip. That's the tour.
Oh my god.
We get our international driver's license, rent a car.
Ugh.
And then we go to every Gundam cafe in Japan.
Okay. Well, there you go. So if you haven't been to Gundam cafe,
yeah, if you're
you should go.
Going on a trip before they close, fucking go. Those are so sick.
Yeah.
The Odaiba one's really good too, even though it's smaller. There's that one in Tokyo that's like an actual cafe.
Yeah.
And that one's really good.
The one in Tokyo, that's the one in just off of Akihabara?
I think so, yeah. And it's right beside the AKB48 cafe.
Right.
Don't go in there. That's poison.
I remember.
That's poison.
Equally long lineup.
Yeah, don't go. I think it was a longer lineup.
I think at the time, yes, you're right.
Yeah, AKB is, bro.
Yeah.
People love their underage girls. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna leave that with you. I'm gonna leave that one with you.
Japan loves their whatever, their teenagers.
You know who doesn't have underage girls?
Tell me.
The Book of Boba Fett trailer.
I don't. Yeah, they do. What? I'm
No,
pretty
they
sure
don't.
I saw some children in there.
I didn't.
I don't see age.
So if you watched The Mandalorian last year, you'll know that Boba Fett makes a return.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Spoilers.
he kind of has a little spin-off action, and this is the show.
So are they planning this as like a one season thing, or is this going to be like a new series to go alongside The Mandalorian?
I don't know.
Because it feels like they're double dipping into the bounty hunter.
I don't know. It could be a one-time thing. Could be more. I think it depends on how well this one does.
Right.
To be honest, I give zero shits about Boba Fett.
He's cool.
Is he?
Yeah. More a Django Fett man. Myself.
Everything cool about Boba Fett has been created by the fans.
True.
Like when it comes to Boba Fett in actual Star Wars lore, what a waste.
And all of that is like not canon. All the cool shit is not canon.
Yeah,
anymore anyways.
like let's be real. He froze Han.
Yeah.
And then he got killed.
So, but what did he do in between those two things?
He just sat around doing jack shit.
I guess.
So, I don't know why, but Boba Fett, I guess it's because he's the armored character in Star Wars.
He's the name
Obviously, he's cool.
Yeah. Know who they should bring back?
Who?
Remember The Apprentice?
Oh, from the video games?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They should make a show out of him.
No.
Yeah. Stop a Star Destroyer with the Force.
Nah, I'm gonna go with a no. Yeah. I'm going with 0 on that one. So yeah, I'll watch the trailer. I'll watch the show. It's Star Wars. Of course I'll watch it.
I'll watch the trailer. I watched the trailer. I'll watch the trailer.
Let's be real, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I am more excited for The Witcher 2, who also had a trailer this week.
The show looks so good.
I don't know why I haven't watched it yet.
Bro, it's TV.
Yeah.
I don't,
greatest entertainment period of our time.
No, it's not. It's video games. But
whoa. I'm gonna tell manga you said that.
Listen, I have my my alliances, my allegiance. Right?
Okay.
It's video games.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And
then manga's number 2. No, music's number 2. And then manga's number 3.
I put music like lower.
Yeah, you put it at the bottom probably.
Because I don't think I can appreciate music on its own. But when it's paired with another piece of entertainment, fantastic.
I could just listen to an album.
No, I couldn't.
Like, I could talk about how I've been listening to the new Kiari Pamu Pamu album this week. If you want me to.
No.
Sure?
I'm good. Yeah, The Witcher 2. Jennifer's back. Girl's back. The bard is back.
There is a underage lady because she picks up, like, the blonde girl, like, picks up a sword. And she
Siri?
This is my fight.
Siri?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Siri's an adult.
Is she? She looked hella young.
No, she looked like an appropriate 18-year-old.
No. See, it's still a teenager, though.
It's an adult.
If it's a teenager.
It's an adult.
It's a teenager.
It's an adult.
If it's a teen.
It's an adult.
All right.
It's an adult.
All right.
When you're 18, you're like, I'm an adult.
Are you really, though?
Yeah, we never. When you turn 18, you don't go, I'm a teenager. You go, I'm an adult.
No, I'm 18. I'm still a teenager.
No, but you don't announce yourself that way. You're like, I'm an adult.
No, but you don't. No, you don't do that either. I'm just imagining like, yes, I had my birthday yesterday. I'm Anthony Faluco, the adult.
Yes, that's what you do when you turn 18.
That's not what. When I'm 13, I don't go, I'm Anthony Faluco, the teenager.
What do you think happens? You turn 18, and you go, yes, I'd like to buy this lottery ticket. I'm an adult.
I've still never bought a lottery ticket. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you're clearly not an adult. What can I tell you?
I bought booze. Does that count?
No, that doesn't count. No, that means you're legal. Doesn't mean you're an
Hell
adult. Doesn't mean you're an adult.
That's the videos we gotta get into, the legal ones.
Yeah, so The Witcher 2 looks pretty cool. I think it comes out this holiday sometime. Looks neat.
Is there Witcher porn?
I'm sure.
Probably.
It's gotta be lots.
Probably. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Next trailer. Morbius from Sony Pictures America. Morbius.
Who? Morpheus.
Morbius.
The guy from the Matrix?
No, Morbius.
Who? Buh?
Buh.
I don't know who that is.
Morbius.
What are you talking about?
One of Spider-Man's villains.
All right, it's all Source filmmaker stuff.
Oh, you actually are looking.
Yeah, I'm on the hub right now. Yeah. Oh no, there's like cosplay stuff. All right, they got it. All right, it's there. It exists.
All right. Anyways, Morbius, the Spider-Man villain. Do you know who Morbius is?
Absolutely not. According to this trailer, he's some sort of vampire.
He is a vampire.
All right.
But he has a he's essentially a vampire who has a mutant condition that eventually turns him into just like a bat.
Like Nosferatu.
But like a beast bat.
Cool.
So he's just
like a gargoyle?
Not quite a gargoyle. Think of the Beast from X-Men.
Yeah.
But then he's a bat. So he sucks your blood and can fly.
Okay. Right.
So, and he eventually...
But then wait, if he turns into the Beast and then he sucks blood, does he turn back? Or is it like once it gets past a point, is it like a point of no return?
I can't quite remember how he comes back or not.
Okay.
All I remember is that Blade shows up and hunts him.
Blade? Bro, Wesley Snipes coming back? Is that the next one?
I don't know. But at first I was surprised when I saw this trailer. Mm-hmm. And then I remembered Sony had announced they're going to try and do all these Spider-Man offshoot series with all the villains that don't include Spider-Man. Nice. We got Venom. We have Morbius.
Yes.
I wonder who's next. Anyways, this movie started...
the lion guy?
Kraven the Hunter?
Yeah. He could be in there. Unless he's in the new Spider-Man movie, the multiverse thing.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Unless I'm mixing that up with
who else? Who else would be a Spider-Man villain? They did Carnage.
Yeah.
The Punisher? Huh?
I don't think he's a villain for Spider-Man.
But he does hunt Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he's not a Spider-Man villain.
True.
But yeah, the trailer looks pretty cool. Stars Jared Leto. I thought I wouldn't be interested because I don't really like Jared Leto, but hey, it looks alright.
Jared Leto still has the most memorable Met Gala costume for me when he was carrying his own head.
Oh, yes.
Sick. So cool.
The other thing if you eagle-eyed viewers will notice is that Michael Keaton's in this trailer.
Huh.
And he played the Vulture in the first Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yes.
So, who knows? Maybe we'll see some more fun villains.
Scorpion, Rhino, Kingpin.
A Rhino movie? I don't think I could watch.
Hobgoblin. Hydro Man.
Hydro Man's tough, but I don't know if I'd watch a movie on Hydro Man.
Living Brain.
No. Yeah. Like I think I would definitely watch a movie just based on the Goblin, but the problem with the Goblin is he's too linked to Spider-Man.
What about Black Cat?
I would watch a Black Cat movie.
They make a Black Cat movie? That'd be cool.
They should. I'd watch a Black Cat movie actually. But people would just be like, is this Catwoman?
True. You know what? Suck it up, Buttercup. Right?
Wow.
They gotta deal with it.
Wow. Yeah, so that was the trailer for Morbius. Looked pretty cool.
It's definitely a vampire. It's definitely not something I thought would ever be made.
Same. It's not something I'm interested to see, but I'm sure I will at some point.
Because you like Spider-Man.
No,
I think you gotta keep up with the lore.
Yeah, I guess so. The last thing I want.
Oh, Mysterio. Oh no, they did Mysterio already.
No, they did Mysterio.
Fuck.
Gyllenhaal's
Gyllenhaal. Damn, what a good role that was.
Yes.
So good I forgot.
Wow. The one last piece of news I want to talk about. This one was just really quick. Is how do you feel about PC CPUs?
They're pretty cool. I got an i7.
Yeah, you know who?
What do I got? i7. I think I got a 7700K.
77.
Yeah, is it Krabby Lake?
I don't know.
And then my laptop's fucking crushing it. Let me see what my laptop has.
Well, I'm sure it's an i7.
Or is it like an i10?
No, there's no such thing.
Oh, it's an i7 10710U.
Wow, mobile processor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a 10 series.
Anyways, we know that if you've been paying attention to the PC CPU game, Intel's been kind of taking a beating for the past couple of years.
Yeah, AMD's just like, check out this tech, dog.
Yeah, AMD's like, we did it, we beat you, done, it's over. And Intel has decided to finally wake up.
And they're like, oh, shit, competition.
So Intel today has launched their new 12th gen chips.
Okay.
I think they're called Alder Lake.
Alder Lake.
Is
this the Dark Souls expansion?
I have no clue. But the interesting thing about these chips is they've kind of followed in Apple's footsteps in terms of their makeup. They have... So what we usually have now is like you buy a processor, right?
Yeah.
It has however many cores, but they're all cores that you use for whatever.
Yep.
And that's great. If the program you're using is developed to use all the cores.
Oh, baby, their top end is like $600 US.
Yes,
Holy shit.
Yes. However, most processors nowadays still do not support multi-threading to the extent that these processors are made.
Oh, bro. Every time I make the YouTube video for this and like render it, I'm like, you're using 1/5 of my PC's power to render this video. Just like use it all.
No, you can't because the program's not written that way.
I know, because fucking Sony Vegas sucks dick.
Like, right? So you have, for example, most of these PCs will say you have 6 to 8 cores, and all 8 of them will be kind of used, but one will be doing.
One will be like
because everything is single threaded. So what Intel did is that they looked at the Apple model, because this is what Apple did with their new chipset, their new M1 chipset. Instead of giving you, I guess, like straight up 10 cores of all performance, they said, here's 6 performance and here's 4 efficiency.
Okay.
And what they've done is they've split it out so that you always have processors dedicated to just whatever tasks. And the other 6 will actually be functioning as the ones that do the heavy lifting. What this has resulted in is Intel is back on top. They are the lead chip now. If you were going to buy a PC today, you were probably going to spec it with Intel.
Okay.
Again, the difference is like a 10% gain on AMD, but they did it in the most Intel way I could think of. They just threw power at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at these
because the power consumption
these wattages are insane.
Twice that of AMD's.
So the top end chip, the 12900K.
Yeah, the i7, yeah.
It's the i9.
Oh, sorry, the i9.
The i9.
Yeah.
The base power consumption is 125 watts.
They don't actually stick to that.
Yeah. So the max turbo power.
Yes.
Whatever they said. So like if you're overclocking shit or if you're just running all core, almost 250 watts, 241 watts.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. For comparison, the AMD chip I think pulls 130 watts at max.
Yeah. That's insane.
And remember, so the performance between the two is about 10%. So yes, the one is faster, but then if you're pumping twice as many watts in, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see.
Yo, these Bitcoin farms, they're gonna go for it. You thought all the electricity now was bad. Let me tell you about Intel NFTs.
Yeah, so it was one of those things. Like, I like seeing this kind of competition. The other thing too is Intel.
Competition's always good.
Intel has also, we're still waiting to see, but Intel has been developing their own graphics card, so we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens there. What kind of wattage they're gonna pull with that?
Maybe stick to where you're gonna have like your own reactor.
I can't wait for the day when it's like, yo, I got a new power supply. Yeah, it's 1500 watts.
Jesus Christ. Ultra platinum rate, tungsten rate.
I'm just able to run my stuff.
I'm rendering this 16K video.
She's like, it's wild. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
you know what? Just run 1080p. That's all you need. Who cares?
I don't think this is about visuals. This is just raw performance.
Yeah, even on raw performance, just render like one thing at a time. Just 1080p rendering. That's all you need.
1080p.
Live in the present.
Gross.
It's full HD. It's full.
Full HD is in the present though.
Yeah, it's full.
But it's not the present.
It can't be more. There's no more HD. It's already full. You can't. We went over this already.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Called it Ultra HD.
Yeah, but it's like really, what is that? Like,
it's double. It's 4 times full.
Doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
Is it going to overflow? The full is full.
No.
All right.
Actually, you're right. Full HD is full HD.
Yeah.
4K is above HD.
All right. I gotta think of a way. Give me a couple episodes. I'll think of a way to weave around this.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Full HD is full HD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Just like a full $100 is $100.
Yeah, it's $100.
But I got 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. That's a different thing.
That's exactly what 4K is.
All right.
Okay. Good. Right. I'm glad we agree.
Right.
I'm glad we got there.
All right.
All right. Cool.
It's betrayal.
So, what you been up to this week?
Kind of more of the same.
Gross.
So I'm fully caught up on EPO. All 1,360 chapters of it.
Wow.
That series is great.
Is it?
I don't know why this series doesn't get more anime adaptations.
No one cares.
Because all the anime adaptations have been sick so far. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And it is definitely very anime. Because, like, a lot of the fighters that the series follows is, like, Ippo's weight class, which is featherweight.
Yeah.
And these guys are throwing punches like they're heavyweights.
Yeah, of course.
And then when you get into like Takamura's weight class, I think right now where I am, he's in super middle, and the punches they're throwing are just ungodly.
Okay.
Right, it's like just full anime punches. But the series is fantastic. I fully caught up. I just recommended read. Just do it. Just Ippo's so good. I think more people need to get there. I want to see eventually. I want to see TikTok memes about Ippo. All right,
not happening.
I want to see it. All the Gojo whatever.
Nope.
I want to see memes about Ippo having a big dick. Like that's how it works.
Nope.
But it's good. Do it. Me and my friends we played some Magic. I tested out a new deck.
The card game.
The card game, Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Because I play EDH, which is Elder Dragon Highlander.
You played in person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had one of our marathon days. I was testing out a new deck. For those who don't know how EDH works, it's a 100 card deck, 99 in your deck, and you have one commander. And then you can only have the color of cards in your deck that are the color of your commander. And you play around that.
Yep.
So I tried a new deck. It's a white-green tokens, and it's using a character called Risk the Redeem.
I see. You went the growth route.
Bro, I grew.
Disgusting.
So this guy, Risk the Redeemed, he's 1 mana. You can pay either white or green.
Okay.
And he was a 1/1 elf warrior. His 2 abilities are 2 green or white, so 3 mana.
2 green
tap,
and white.
Create a 1/1 green white elf warrior creature token.
Wow.
Just create another 1/1 for 3 mana. Where it gets fun is that his second ability is 4 green or white, so 6 mana. For each creature token you control, create a token that is a copy of that creature. So you effectively double everything that's on the board.
Mm.
And how this deck works is that it is all about enchantment improvement. So you put out static enchantments that stay on the board, and they give you bonuses. So there's one called Mana Reflection, where every time you tap a mana, that permanent generates double whatever mana it generates.
Yeah.
There's one called Cathar's Crusade, where every time a creature comes in, put a +1/+1 counter on every other creature you control. Right? And you have all these static effects so that when you eventually get one of 2 cards that I own, either Doubling Season or Parallel Lives, what those do is that whenever a token would come into play on your side of the field, put twice as many on the field. And it's just about making a fuck ton of 1/1s and then swinging wide by having board wide improvements. So one is like a Beastmaster's Ascension, where it's 3 mana. When it gets to the field, it does nothing. But every time a creature you control attacks, you put a counter on it. Once it gets to 5 counters, all your creatures get +5/+5.
Okay.
So you can double all your dudes, and then with Risk, his like 6 mana thing, and then your Parallel Lives doubles that double, and then you swing in with everybody, and then Beastmaster's Ascension pops off, and all your 21 ones are now 25 fives, right? And it's all about just stacking on the evasion and either making them bigger, giving them flying, doing whatever, and swinging wide. So your guy might have a 20-20, and he can block one, but all the damage still goes through because everyone else is still there.
Okay.
And then you can use all the tokens to your advantage. There's other cards that like all creature tokens have tap and a mana, so they act as lands. Or there's one card, was it Natural Order, where it's like sacrifice a green creature, search your deck for any green creature, and put it onto the battlefield. So you can sacrifice a token, which you make a billion of, then search your deck for a game ender. Like there's one card, Craterhoof Behemoth, where when he comes into play, all your creatures get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control, and all your creatures get trampled. So you just sacrifice 1/1/1, bring them back, boom! Craterhoof Behemoth comes in, gives everyone +whatever trample, and you just OHKO the table.
Got it.
It was too strong. I tried it with proxies because I wanted to try out the deck before I bought cards, and it was so good I felt bad proxying the deck, so I immediately unproxied it and put my old deck back. But it's fun to play non-jank decks, because I get a lot of fun out of playing jank, just because it's just it creates interesting situations where they're not the optimal play, but it's fun. But this deck was just optimal, and I was like, "Whoo, baby! All this power feels good."
So you didn't buy the cards?
I didn't buy the cards yet.
Wow.
Because it turns out the two most expensive cards are Doubling Season and Parallel Lives, and they're maybe 90 for the former and 60 for the latter.
Jesus.
And I own both those cards.
Oh my god.
I somehow got them from my years back playing Magic, and I just have them now.
Okay.
And they rocketed in price because EDH got really popular. And I think the Squirrels deck, where it's also you create tokens, but they're squirrels, got really popular. So all the doublers rocketed in price. And I'm like, oh, I own the two most expensive ones. Maybe I should just make this deck. So yeah, it was good. It was cool. And then the main reason we all hung out was because we had a spooky movie marathon for Halloween.
Yep.
We watched a bunch of classics. We watched The Shining. We watched American Psycho. But the one I hadn't watched before is The Thing. We watched John Carpenter's The Thing.
The Thing.
The premise of this movie is that...
What an interesting movie.
There's a bunch of researchers out in the Arctic, and an alien from outer space...
Is that a spoiler?
Crash land. No, it's the beginning of the movie, before the title card.
Okay.
Crash lands there. Right? And there is a thing within them that can duplicate itself based on the DNA of other living creatures on the planet. And the whole thing takes place in the Arctic base among a few people who are working there. And after they learn that there is the thing because it copies one of the dogs, it eventually copies one of the people.
Yep.
And it is a constant back and forth of who is the thing, who is real and who's not. And it becomes this psychological horror test of even as a person watching the movie, you don't know who's the thing. You don't know who's gonna pop out and be an alien at some point, because they don't know either. And it's the whole deconstruction of society when you can't trust the people around you, right? When everyone's a threat, how do you go on living as a community? And it's you can't. It's really cool. All the effects are practical, I've been told.
Yep.
Because it's what came out in the 80s, I think.
Yep.
And they're all fantastic. And I can totally now see why that movie's a classic.
You say it's a classic.
Yeah, it's good.
It's I guess it is a cult classic. Yeah. Because I remember reading up about this movie. Bombed.
Oh, in the theater, apparently it bombed.
It didn't actually pick up steam until the 90s. So interesting.
And there's a couple movies like that.
Yeah.
That I've talked about recently, but Yeah, I think They Live was also like that. The one where it's Roddy Piper and he puts on the glasses and it's all black and white and you can see the real people or whatever. I think that also bombed and then later got cult status.
Yep.
But yeah, this is one of those films where I'm like, yeah, if you're a movie buff, this is kind of like mandatory watching. Like you kind of have to have this in your repertoire, in your collection. That's a fantastic movie. I'd just go watch it. It's great. And then the Halloween sale on Steam was happening. And I was like, man, look at all these games. Look all pretty good. And then I ended up biting the bullet on just buying PC versions of every Devil May Cry.
Why?
Because I wanted to play Devil May Cry.
And you have them all.
And all my stuff is currently packed away.
For 5?
Well, yeah, 5's in like a box somewhere. So instead of going upstairs, figuring out what box it is, bringing it back down, I bought 5.
Are you listening to yourself right now?
I know.
Are you listening to yourself?
I know. I bought the HD collection.
Wow.
To play all the HD versions of those games.
Too much money to burn.
It was a good discount. It was like $40 for the game plus Virgil, and I was like, Virgil's not on sale on PS4. Like, I'll just get this one here. Like,
wow.
I guess one comes with the game and the DLC.
I couldn't be bothered to go through my collection.
My immense collection.
Yeah, my fucking whatever, man. Wow.
So I've been replaying Devil May Cry 5.
Okay.
Remember that time I said Devil May Cry 5 is a good game?
Yeah.
It continues to be a good game on the PC.
You playing with mouse and keyboard or what?
No, I'm playing on my Xbox controller.
Why?
Why would I play on my what?
For better control, better feedback.
On the PC, on the keyboard?
Better haptics.
Are you insane?
I don't know.
You're a nutcase. If I had an Elite controller, I'd be playing with that.
All right.
That's the real play.
All right.
But yeah, Devil May Cry 5 continues to be fucking fantastic. Can't believe they only make like one of these a generation.
No one cares.
What are you talking about? These games are great. More people should play them. I haven't even done the Virgil DLC yet.
I'm just letting you know. Kids today don't care.
They should care.
Nah.
They should.
Why?
Because they're good games. Kids like good games.
Maybe it's not a good game.
Bruh. Next you're going to tell me Bayonetta 2 is not a good game.
Well, I mean, look at the sales of that one. They had to get Nintendo to help them out.
That's the Bayonetta 1. And Bayonetta 2 got a 10. That was a GameSpot 10. That was a GameSpot 10.
Who cares about GameSpot 10?
Apparently everyone. They care
No one cares.
Listen, they care about IGN, they care about GameSpot. Those are the two websites.
I think people care about IGN a bit more.
Bro, that site's gone down. Do you see their SMT5 review lately?
No.
They're just kept like half the reviews them complaining that it's not Persona.
So? It's not Persona.
Yeah, of course it's not Persona. It's SMT. Like, it's a different game. Get over it.
Nah.
This is you're gonna defend the Too Much Water website.
I was about to say,
really?
Man, they're right. There was too much
water.
There
was too much water. You're gonna defend the fucking website that gave Imagine Babies a higher score than God Hand on the PS2?
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, listen, we're enemies now. We were friends.
I don't care about God Hand.
Now we're enemies.
God Hand's stupid.
Yeah, but you care about Imagine Babies?
No, but I put them on the same level.
You're also wrong. How dare you? How fucking dare you? They single-handedly killed Clover. They're monsters. IGN.
Oh, because Clover killed Clover.
Clover made every Clover game is good,
and they all never sold. I wonder why.
Because they weren't meant for this world. They're too soon. These kids today don't understand.
Okami is their only good game.
What? Beautiful Joe's. All the Beautiful Joes are great.
Beautiful Joe was a cool gimmick when you saw it on GameCube, but then you played it and you're like, I get it.
And I played it and I was like, this is sick as fuck.
No, Okami was too long, and God Hand was just bad.
Okami, God Hand's bad?
Yeah.
I can't even talk to you right now. I just, how could you be so wrong, but yet so confident? Like, I don't.
Does Clover exist?
Bruh. Platinum Games. Yeah, they do. Everyone went over there to Platinum Games. And now they make some of the best character action games ever made.
They do?
Yeah.
What do they make?
They make Bayonetta. Yeah.
I don't think Bayonetta stands
What's that new one? Babylon's Fall? The game looks sick as fuck.
Oh, the co-op one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, remains to be seen.
Well,
Remains to be seen.
Cool as
I
shit.
think that looks cool too, but we'll see.
Wonderful 101. Game's sick.
You don't like that game.
I love Wonderful 101. It's a good game.
Shut up. You don't like that game.
Astral Chain, I think, is I don't know. Astral Nier Automata.
That game's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a great game.
Vanquish.
Again, cool. These are all really good B tier
Bro,
games.
what are you talking about? Metal Gear Rise. I'm losing my mind. These are all quadruple A games.
These are all like the best B tier games.
These are all. Listen, I'm gonna throw it out there right now.
You know what Bayonetta stands for?
These are
B tier.
These are all S rank games.
No.
These are all S tier games.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
According to their own ranking system, they're like a B plus.
Bruh, how dare you? How dare you say this to me? To my face.
What else would I say to your ass?
You want to go there? I know your take. I'm just saying.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm playing a lot of Devil May Cry 5. Having a ton of fun. I'm getting way more used to V and his whole gimmick the second time around.
Okay.
His whole gimmick was that he doesn't attack himself and he summons all of the dudes.
He has familiars.
And now that I'm kind of like getting into the swing of his character.
Okay. Tell me more.
So cool.
Really?
Just like, it looks like visually looks pretty sick because he's just like snapping to like send out a jaguar and then your bird shoots electricity.
Okay.
And you're juggling a dude with a golem.
Yes.
And then when an enemy's gonna die, you teleport and do the finishing blow.
No.
And you say some like really cheesy poetry line or whatever.
Okay.
But that game's great.
I believe you. I'm sure it's good.
I'm gonna come back when I do the Virgil stuff.
Okay.
I'll talk about it again just to see what.
So you haven't
like.
done the Virgil stuff?
No, because I was like, you know what? I really like this game. I'm gonna play through it again.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm getting I'm getting like into the groove. I played a little bit of DMC3 on the HD collection. It's like still a good game. Played a little bit of DMC2 on the HD collection. I'm like, this game fucking sucks.
2. Oh yeah.
Yeah, DMC2 is trash. Oh my, just delete it.
Why would you say?
Just delete
it's
the
good.
data.
It's good.
It's too bad. And then I didn't touch 1 because 1's a little.
Why?
1's a little ancient. I think jumps on circle on that one. It's a little weird.
Because that one's the one that was modeled off Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And I think it has tank, or not tank, but like if you're facing a direction, forward is you running in that direction.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
So and the fixed cameras too.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a classic.
So that might be a little bit harder to get back into, but
it might be more impossible.
I'm thinking about going through all the Devil May Cry games. I don't know. I might.
You do you.
I might finish 5, then go back to 1, and go up. Maybe skip 2 because the game's shit.
You do you.
Play some 4 special edition.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. And then just like normal stuff, keeping up with manga. I'm stuck on some Kingdom Hearts fights for the DLC stuff, just because they're fucking hard.
I bet.
My god. There's one fight I was telling you this weekend, but you fight a character who I'll not name because it's slight spoilers. But the character shoots out like pillars of light, and they look like the Evangelion, like when angels explode into the crosses or whatever.
Yep.
Kind of looks like that, but just white. When you get hit with the light, the gimmick there is that you lose max health. So the amount you can recover back to gets diminished the more you get hit by these.
So okay.
And eventually it goes down till you have 1 hit point. That is your max life if you did not dodge or block or do whatever. It's fucked. Super fucked.
There's a real easy solution to this.
Swear to God, if you say don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
Oh my God. Easier said than done. I almost raged on one of the earlier fights. Remember Luxord?
No.
The card guy?
No.
Plays all the gambling. He's like, just play a game, Sora.
Nope.
No? Okay, well, Luxord, all his fights are gimmicks. And the controls in Kingdom Hearts for the gimmicks he uses, they're not good enough. They're not fluid enough. And I was losing more to the lock-on system than I was to actual mechanics. And
okay.
Fucking sucked.
All right.
But yeah, I gotta say that. Yeah, that's my week.
Wicked.
I'm good. It's been chilling. I don't know. I've been taking it easy. Applying to jobs, doing stuff.
All right. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, what'd you do?
What did I do? Oh, okay. Update. So Fire Emblem, 3 houses. That game is awesome. I'm on the final chapter. I wish I could have beat it for
of
today.
what playthrough?
Of the Baylith playthrough.
All right.
And I wish I could have beat it to talk about it today, but it's awesome.
Right. Continue. You find any more like gameplay gimmicks that are weird or you don't like, or
No, not necessarily. Like at the end of the day, it's more or less Fire Emblem. There's a bigger emphasis on character growth as opposed to just straight up fighting. Like
okay,
I would say half of my time in this game is spent doing the social link / character specking and item buying and stuff. And the other half is the battling, which is definitely a departure from classic Fire Emblem, which is like mostly battles and then visual novel in between. There is a time skip. There are no children. And if the first half is like Harry Potter, the second half is Game of Thrones.
Wow. Okay.
Like it just definitely goes into we're going to kill you.
Like the good part of Game of Thrones, or like the last season Game of Thrones.
Like the good part where it's like, well, it's tough. It's more Game of Thrones in its seriousness. Like it's not fun and games anymore. It's just we're here to kill you.
We're at war now.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this is definitely going to be a case of like the Persona 3 to 5 comparison, where I think this is the best Fire Emblem game, but I think Awakening is still my favorite.
All right.
In terms of just story and what it did,
yeah,
I think it's definitely there, and I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that Awakening is one complete story, whereas it's 3 routes, 4 paths, and you could tell the story is definitely like the resources to write this narrative have been split up. And so it definitely feels like you should play them all to get the whole sense of what's going on. But I personally would have rather just had one definitive canon story.
Do you feel like there's going to be a lot of, if you did play the other routes, or if you go to play the other routes, do you feel that there's going to be a bunch of overlap?
Well,
like, do you think, does it feel like there's going to be a bunch of original content in those other 2 storylines? Or is it going to be a thing where like it follows the exact same story, but in this instance they were doing this instead, in this instance?
So the way it works is the first half of each playthrough is identical.
Okay.
Almost identical.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's slight different things because every house has their own set of characters and their own set of missions, which are slightly different, but I'm sure they'll recycle the maps. The second half is where it should deviate because they all go their separate ways and you do different things in different parts of the country.
And they don't let you skip that first half if you've already beat it in the other one?
No, but New Game Plus does carry over, so you can just carry all your stats.
Oh.
And just roll
through it.
Yeah, just
that's
roll.
Fair, that's fair.
I don't know how they do it when you switch houses, like what exactly is rolled over, but...
Dude, what if there's 3 separate New Game Pluses?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, you so that's your kind of incentive, but you do have to get through half the game before you can really split it out. But yeah, no, I've been really having lots of fun. Like I've just been hooked on it. Like my game clock, I think, is at 46 hours right now, and I have one more mission to do, and it's probably gonna take me like an hour, and then I'll be done. And then I'll move on to the next RPG, which
is
Tales of Arise.
Oh, finally! You know, open it up.
Yeah, so I was debating if I wanted to throw in like Miles Morales in, but I'm thinking maybe I should just go.
Okay.
So that's what I did there. Update on the sim racing rig. I spent yesterday.
You got your new thing in?
What?
New pedals?
Yeah, they're there.
Okay.
I spent yesterday getting used to these pedals, and I couldn't do it. Like a lot of things, I just didn't know what settings to go with. So, thankfully, what also came with the pedals were a bunch of other custom pieces that I could use. There were pedal extensions, different pedal faces, like if I wanted a flat pedal, if I wanted a D-shaped pedal. But the best part was it came with a brake compound kit, like a brake performance kit. And this let me stiffen up the pedal to where it was just rock solid, but I could still keep the larger throw of the range.
Okay.
And I could still up the damper to make it the rebound to be a little more responsive. Anyways,
so is it like loose until you get to a point? It's like you hit a wall, like a hard stop type of thing?
No. So like when you get them, the pedal feels kind of mushy. Okay, you push it in. It's a fine feeling. It's just I could never be consistent with it.
Okay.
But I replaced the brake compounds, and now it's like a stiff mushy. It's weird. It's weird, but it's more. The more important thing is that it's consistent.
Okay.
Because what happened with the other one is it was so mushy and loose that I put my foot down, and if I left my foot there, I didn't notice that the pedal was actually still moving in a certain direction, and I couldn't get a consistent feel on brakes. But I put this in and it worked. I went on to racing, and I was like, oh, this is it. Like I was just immediately back on the pace. I could race again, and it was wicked. Because if there's one thing I can't drive around, like I could drive any car, usually fine, but if I can't feel the brakes, I'm pretty much useless. I can't do anything.
I feel that would be anybody's problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, for sure, yeah. I people have certain strengths and weaknesses, but like mine is definitely if I can't feel the brakes, I can't really do anything because nothing is more terrifying to me than going into a corner, especially if you're going to like wheel to wheel battles, and you're like, this is my braking point, but if the car doesn't react to it,
if I don't feel the
and it's like I'm gonna have to brake earlier, and I always lose the battle. So, but it was good. It took me like 5 hours of just replacing components and like going into races and like
god.
But I got there, so I'm pretty happy with that.
All right, so but when I play, I need you to change it to fit my preference.
No. It's mine. I don't care.
All right.
So that's that. I checked out a couple other anime this season. One of them is called Meiruko-chan. Meiruko-chan. And the story here is a high school girl who sees
high school girl
ghosts.
Okay.
And her whole how can I put it? Her strategy to seeing these ghosts and like her strategy to, I guess, cope with it is to ignore them.
Okay.
And it is a horror comedy.
So I was watching Giguk's like fall anime in a nutshell video, and I saw some scenes from this. What the fuck is this show? It's so weird.
This show, like, honestly, it's kind of awesome because it's like horror.
Yeah, and apparently the horror is really good.
So that's the thing. Like this anime is not like it's not cheaply run. I don't know who's the studio behind it, but things are looking great. Like it's visually, it's definitely a treat to look at. Like there's no like fancy animation or whatever, but it's just really high quality in terms of what they've put together. And the ghosts that they have are terrifying and gross.
Okay.
The girls are all whatever. They're all cute anime girls. The weird part is that the show is also confusingly horny. Like very horny.
So you're scary, but you're horny. You're horned up.
Well, the thing is, it's also supposed to be a comedy, right?
Huh.
Because there are like moments where she's hugging another girl, or like the main character's best friend hugs her.
Yeah.
And it's from the behind. It's like, how did you know it was me? And she's like, I felt the squish.
Damn.
And they look, and the camera goes to the girl's chest, and she's wearing a school blouse, but the school blouse is transparent, so you can see just enough of her bra's detailing, and her bra's detailing has like lace and flowers.
And you're like, then wow, that's really
and it's like
technical.
But like this is under the shirt, and you're like, what is happening here?
So the horniness really explains a lot when I look at their backlog. Because they also did that lesbian anime Citrus.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they did a bunch of like the Bang Dreams stuff.
Okay.
They did High School DxD.
Oh, this is an evolution of that.
Yeah, and then they did the God Eater series.
Oh, God Eater was hella horny.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, yeah. But there's just some weird moments. Like she's going through a cupboard, like under the sink to look for salt, like a bag of salt. And so she's bent over in her pajamas.
All right.
But these pajama pants are like
tight.
But they're also not.
Okay.
They're just tight in her crotch area, like her ass.
Maybe she got some drunk in the trunk. Maybe she hit the squats. I don't know.
She's a normally proportioned girl.
Right, okay.
And it's just, you can see like the visible panty line.
Nice.
But then in the middle, it's like, why is there camel toe going on a girl who's bent over looking for salt?
Sometimes.
It's hella the horny is hella confusing because this is happening during a horror scene.
Maybe that's like they gotta have been doing it on purpose.
But then at the
same, or what if we just horny up all the horror scenes so you don't know what to feel?
Maybe, but then I was thinking about it, I'm like, is this really that confusing? Every time I go to watch like a horror movie, there's always a really hot girl in this kind of scenario.
Yeah, it's like she's always like sweaty and glistening.
Yeah, right. Like she's looking extra fine, but she's about to be killed. Yeah. So I guess in that sense, maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but it's just weird seeing in this kind of context.
Anime has a very specific detail.
Yeah.
That you don't get in like overall sexy in horror movies is different from like panty line camel toe.
Yeah. I guess you're right, yeah. But then it's also a comedy, like, because every time she just ignores it, you're kind of just like, that is kind of hilarious. But then she starts crying because
it's so
because she's terrified. Yeah. And then you're just like, why am I laughing?
So you're telling me that they've done every genre.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's wild.
That sounds so cool.
Also, the episode titles are fantastic.
Okay.
The first, I took a picture because I remember. I'll read you some of the titles, okay? Right. So the first episode is called Can You See Them?
Okay.
Episode 2, She Totally Sees Them.
Okay.
Episode 3, She Still Sees Them. Episode 4, Yup, she still sees them.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. That's great. I like that. That's really good.
Yeah, I think I read ahead. I think one of them was like, she sees them too.
Oh, two.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so but yeah, no, it's a pretty weird. I want to stick with it to the end just because when's the last time you saw a horror comedy?
Horny comedy?
Yeah.
No.
Horny comedy.
Never.
Exactly. So it's one of those things I want to see it through.
Right. There's a lot of cool stuff this season. Like I definitely think we should continue with like some of our anime club stuff.
Sure.
Cuz like not like a full thing but just like reviewing it. Cuz it was Kyokai Senki is apparently like the next Code Geass.
Like which one's this? What's it look like?
Japan is dominated. It's got ruled over 4 economic blocks and like Japanese people live in poverty until they get a robot. This one.
Wait, you're talking about the Bandai one?
Yeah.
The Sunrise. Yeah. This is Gundam, but not a Gundam.
Hell yeah. That one.
Okay.
What else was there? Oh fuck. Oh, the Osama ranking looks pretty good.
Show me.
This one's like the kid who's a prince, and he wants like all the kings in the land are like ranked. And he wants that one has like a really cool art style, and it's done by Wit Studio, and like Wit did like so much good stuff lately.
Yeah, Wit usually has a couple hitters.
Yeah. Then there was Miruko, but also Komi-san Can't Communicate.
Yeah, so that was the other one I meant to watch, but I got caught up in Fire Emblem.
That was the one I started this week. I haven't read enough to talk about it.
Yeah,
because I'm reading it.
Oh,
so I was like, oh, they made an anime of it. And I immediately loaded the manga.
You're just a hater. You're just a hater. I don't know what to say. Why you gotta hate the good things?
I guess
you hate all the good things in life. What's wrong with you?
You know what? That leads me to better things. Then
wow,
I'll have to live with it.
Okay, but the other show I've been watching. This is probably the most significant thing I've been watching. Is you remember the Top Gear / Grand Tour guys?
Yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James May.
Yeah.
I think a couple months ago I talked about Jeremy Clarkson's solo adventure in farming, and I loved it.
It sounded funny.
Clarkson's Farm, I loved it. Well, I'm watching the thing that Richard Hammond has decided to do.
Okay,
this is called Richard Hammond's Workshop, and he has started a classic car restoration company.
See, that's more on brand.
It's very on brand.
Like that makes sense.
It makes lots of sense. And honestly, there's nothing here I'm going to tell you that you're going to be very surprised about, or nothing you don't expect. But it is, for me, it is just comfort food. And it is kind of like the type of shows I used to love watching in high school. When I would come home, Discovery Channel, it'd be like American Chopper or American Hot Rod.
You know what kind of shows are like that for me? Like kind of one-off interview shows. Like David Letterman's My Next Guest needs an introduction. Hot Ones.
Yeah.
That is my like comfort food. I'll throw one on. Yeah. See what's Selma Hayek doing?
Weird, considering you don't care about celebrities.
Yeah, I don't know. I just watch them. I don't know. I don't know why.
Weird. But yeah, no. So that's what this is. He starts from the ground up, and he's just bleeding money. He's just hemorrhaging cash.
Nice.
Because he's starting a business. He doesn't really know what's going on, and he's very upfront about it. He's like, I thought that I could just use my celebrityism in the car world
to
get everything,
but Just because you're a car celebrity doesn't mean you're a mechanic.
Yeah, so but he has a team like to do the stuff. Like he's just the business owner.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, yeah, it's hard. And you just watch him end up just I'm at an episode now where he has to make a decision on how he's gonna like expand, and he just sells his own classic cars.
Oh wow.
So it's one of those like, whoa.
He's really committed.
Yeah, he's like, I either continue to collect them or I have the business about them. And he just commits to one. He's like, I can't go down both paths.
I guess that would have been a short show.
Yeah, he's like, I have to commit to one. So
I'm sure also the money from the show would help.
Absolutely, but
Yeah,
it is interesting. It's fun to see. But I guess, yeah, it's neat. It's a cool show. I recommend it. If you can find it. Because it's only on Discovery Plus in the UK. There's no way to get it legally
This
here.
is a great time to introduce our sponsor, NordVPN.
Well, the thing is, I don't know even how you would subscribe to that if you're not... Because are you really going to just pay for Discovery Plus?
True.
Right?
True.
So I straight up just watched it on YouTube.
You can watch it.
I just watched it on YouTube.
How you watch it is up to you, but you can watch it.
Yeah, so I really dug it. I was thoroughly satisfied with Richard Hammond's workshop. I think James May has one that I need to watch too. I think his is called Our Man in Japan, where he goes to Japan and he just...
I saw some clips from that shit.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta get that one next.
Did you see any clips? Did you see anything?
No.
Bro, there's one where it's like he needs to eat like a thing on like this 5-star Shinkansen or whatever.
Yeah.
And after they take pictures and everything, he like goes to take a bite of the food and everyone fucking yells at him.
Oh.
Because there were other TV stations there that were also gonna film the food.
Oh. Oh.
And he dug into it before they could. Oh, it's so funny.
I gotta watch that because I remember he announced he's doing his second season was Our Man in Italy.
Ooh.
But I don't... Yeah, I can't remember if it started or if he filmed it. So, yeah. So, I'm excited to continue Richard Hammond's workshop and eventually watch James May's whatever. So, yeah.
Cool.
That was my week. Upcoming, I don't know. I think I can't wait to play Forza Horizon 5.
You can't wait to play Devil May Cry 5?
No, Forza Horizon 5.
I'll give you
I think that's the next game I'm going to play.
All right. Okay.
FH5. And that's it from us. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next week.
See you.